Hello carnivore hunters, it is September now, so I am out here sighting in my rifle, making sure nothing got bumped last year or anything like that. And it brought to mind a question that people have been asking me a lot here lately, and that is about the barrier to entry and the cost of getting involved in hunting for the first time. You know, a lot of people out there think that you need like a $2,000-$3,000 rifle or something to get started, or a really expensive bow, things of that nature, and that's just not the facts. Let me show you something here. Okay, what we have here, this is actually my hunting rifle, the one I use every year, and this probably does look kind of expensive to some people. The reality of it is, this is a entry model Remington Model 700 that over the years I've added things to it to make it work for me better. But this was a very different rifle when I first got it. One thing that I noticed, because I bought it with basically the cheap starter kit that had a really cheap scope on it, I eventually went and replaced my scope with this Vortex scope that you see right here. The next thing that I did was, and I didn't even realize it, I should have paid more attention when I was buying the rifle. The stock that came with this rifle did not have the base plate that opens up to unload all the rounds. So what I found I was having to do during hunting season, if I ever went back to the truck or whatever, I would actually have to cycle the action 5 times to get all the rounds out of the magazine. So then eventually I did upgrade to this Magpul stock that has the detachable magazine here, and that's really the reason I did that. You know, I'm not, you know, tactical or anything. I don't really care about how that stock looks. For me, it was mainly the fact that I could go from having to cycle the action to removing that removable magazine, and just cycling the action once to get the one round out of the chamber. The final thing that I added is this SwaggerBipod. And you guys can look at what they have on there. Frankly, the reason I bought this before I was on the carnivore diet, and I still had that familial tremors. It was a condition that I inherited from my mom. My brother has it as well. And this bipod extends up to where you can use it from a kneeling position or even a standing position. And a couple years ago, I actually missed out on an opportunity on a buck because he was only about 250 yards out, but I couldn't find anything to brace my rifle on. And if I kneeled down or went prone to take my shot, there was a whole bunch of shrubbery in the way, so I was not able to complete that shot. And so I got this mainly so if I ever had to take a standing shot, I could lean that bipod into my belly there and take make sure I take an ethical shot if I have to take a standing shot. So in any case, guys, again, this is a really cheap, again, Remington Model 700. They're not an expensive rifle at all. It's a good way to get started, and with all the accessories that are out there for rifles right now, you can absolutely make your own rifle and customize it as you go along. There's no need to buy an expensive rifle right off the bat. In any case, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time.